I'm Roland Santos, and I'm here to give my advocacy speech on teen pregnancy. Every time my parents would talk about how lucky my brother and I are, because the only thing we really have to think about are our studies and extracurricular activities, I would just shrug it off. I would think to myself, don't all kids my age have only themselves to think about? After all, we're just kids, and it is our parents' responsibility to look after our welfare. But did you know that 1 in 10 young Filipino women aged 15 to 19 has begun childbearing? 8% are already mothers and another 2% are pregnant with their first child, according to the results of the 2013 National Demographic and Health Survey. Among 6 major economies in the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, the Philippines has the highest rate of teenage pregnancies and is the only country where the rate is increasing, per the United Nations Population Fund. Data show that pregnant teenagers in the Philippines are mostly 17 to 19 years old. They live with their mothers, parents, or relatives. The father of the child is in most cases a teenage boy. Reasons for becoming pregnant among teenagers include unplanned sexual encounters and peer pressure, lack of information on safe sex, breakdown of family life, and lack of good female role models in the family, and absence of accessible adolescent-friendly clinics. As shocking as these data may sound, this is the reality that many teenagers like us face. While most of us depend on our parents for allowance, they have to earn money to be able to feed their families. And because many of them are unable to finish school, they settle for odd jobs that hardly even answer for their daily needs. Moreover, since these young fathers and mothers are not even emotionally ready to take on their roles, they are also most probably not able to provide guidance to their children, and the cycle of poverty goes on. I believe that one way of addressing this problem is through education. Education can empower the youth, making them feel they have control over their future. Through education, we can make better choices and more informed decisions. Education can put an end to the endless cycle of poverty by painting us a picture of what a family and what responsible parenting should be. You might ask, what kind of education and who can educate us? I think that education must not be mistaken for simply giving information. Most of us think that by researching about things on the internet that we will actually know everything. In fact, the internet may make it seem that everything is fast, easy, and accessible, that it may just be affecting our values too. Real education must be about love, life, and responsibility. It must teach the youth not only about what we must not do, but about what we must aspire for. It must teach us what we can make of ourselves so that later on we may become better parents too. Our families, our schools, and the government must work hand in hand to educate us. After all, we the youth are the hope of the future. Together, let us make this country great again.